Hello everyone, live from Whippany, New Jersey. We're happy to bring you another episode of Summit Live. Today, I'm Mark Becker, the National Sales Director. I'm sitting here with Alan Smith.
Hey, Alan Smith, Market Development Manager for Summit International Flooring.
And Alan and I would like to talk to you today about one of our products. We're not having a guest today, and one of the reasons is that there's a lot of product here, and some of it you haven't seen for a very long time. Some of our products we haven't talked about because we've had so many guests for maybe going back almost to a year. So we appreciate your being here, and today we will talk a little bit about FITNICE woven vinyl out of Spain.
Yeah, and I also just want to add, the format is a little bit different today. So this is kind of how Mark and I would normally present FITNICE or other products for Summit. So if you're in another part of the country that in a few months we still won't be able to get to in person, you can do presentations here with us. And so any product that you find on Summit's website, we can present here. So it's a little bit of a change up from the normal Summit stream.
Yeah, and hopefully people know and they've seen enough of our Summit Live shows and maybe of our presentations to know that with all of this equipment that we bought, the high-def cameras, we can give presentations between those cameras and the light box. Sure. The textures and colors are so close to people. When you get in that light box with the high-def camera, they can almost smell the carpet or flooring. Yeah. So please utilize us if you can. We are here to help. That's one of the reasons that we built this studio. So going back to FITNICE.
Sure.
I like to start out, Alan, by telling people there are a lot of woven vinyl in the marketplaces today. When Summit started with woven vinyl, there were only a couple of brands that people really knew. And one of the things that we found is that every brand from every company, when you open up their folders, looks fantastic. Everyone has done a good job of marketing. The books are really nice. They show all the colors, they show the shapes, they show everything. But here's the problem. All woven vinyl does not act the same when you put it on the floor. So we'd like to tell you a little bit about some of the differences between FITNICE and other products that are out there.
Yeah, so FITNICE is a step above what Mark was kind of saying about woven vinyl. It's out of Europe, it's out of Spain. The EU has very high standards for the most part. So, you know, what people are trying to achieve there, it equals to our ASTM standards here or higher. And so woven vinyl is more progressive than people think. It's antimony free, it's phthalate free.
Phthalate free, antimony free. There's nothing that's going to off-gas. There's nothing that's going to give anybody problems. It's floor score certified. You get a lot of bells and whistles with the product. And what makes ours different than others is that we will never fray white threads. The two biggest complaints that we get about woven vinyl is that it frays and that it's difficult to clean. With the right information, it's not going to have a problem with fraying or cleaning. Lots of people like this because it's minimalistic. It's a very architectural product in nature. It's sleek, makes for sound dampening, makes for beautiful floors. But what happens is we have maintenance people in the U.S. that are used to just wiping floors with a bucket and a mop.
Right.
And if you do that with a woven textured product, you're just spreading soiling across the floor. The right way to clean these floors is with an extraction machine. So the first thing that the designers should know and the end users should know is that they need an extraction machine or they need to have a contract with a company that can come in, a flooring cleaning company that can come in with an extraction machine at whatever intervals is necessary. Maybe the lobby needs an extraction machine more often than offices or further spaces within the interior. But
there's an extraction machine there for you.
There's your extraction machine so people can see what that looks like. It pushes water, soap, and even can push water, soap, and bleach down, scrubs the floor, and then sucks all that liquid back up. So the vinyl will come back to brand new look each time it's extracted. It's just a matter of understanding the product. So the extraction machine does away with the maintenance problem. You will not have maintenance problems if the floor is cleaned properly. The other thing is with the fraying. Different companies wrap their vinyl around different types of product. You have fiberglass filament that you can wrap the vinyl around. You have polyester thread. If either one of those materials are used, you could see white threads sticking out and fraying from your seams of your vinyl. Our vinyl is wrapped around a fishing line. Think fishing line, thin, clear monofilament. It's as strong on the inside as it is on the outside, and you're not going to ever see white threads fraying from our vinyl. And I think, Alan, those are the two biggest things that make our product different from other people's product. It's the appearance retention that we talk about with our products. Summit works at the higher end of flooring, and we call it the luxury segment. And we don't want after the sale problems. We want designers to look good in front of their clients. It's very important that the right products go on the floor, and that, as we say, the people maintaining the products understand them. So today is a little bit educational. Extraction machine, no fraying. That's going to make us different right out of the gate.
Well, do you want to show them a little bit of a close-up too of
Absolutely.
what that seam looks like?
Well, you can see the edge of the vinyl. It's very clean. You don't have, I'm looking as I speak for a sample here that might show any kind of fraying at all. If you can see this little tiny speck right here,
I can barely see it.
that's as bad as it's going to get. There, if you can see that little tiny piece of that fishing line coming out. So, and if it does come out, it's easy to cut off, as opposed to fiberglass that's very difficult to cut off.
Is bulkier, yeah. And that PVC, outer shell, that shape with the fiber in the center, it's more structurally sound. Did you mention that already? Or?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
here's an interesting design in that you want to use a handout for
Sure.
this?
Yep.
When this design turns, this is called Memphis. The color is going to change as the design turns. From one side, this is going to look more blue. From the other side, it's going to look a little bit more brown. Not sure the camera's showing it off properly.
Let's try the green color. So this was one of my favorite colors when we do shows.
You have a green side.
Yep. And then kind of a brown.
There's
side.
the green side there. And as it turns, the color is going to change a little bit. I'm not sure you're getting that quite clear on the screen, but in person, if you look at Memphis, you'll get two different tones. There you go. You'll get two different tones off of the same product. Makes for a life, it adds life to your floor.
Yeah, you get kind of that 3D effect, and that also brings us to the patterning too, the options that you have.
Yeah, there are many different shapes that you can use in FITNICE woven vinyl. Rolls and tiles, of course, just like everybody else. Then there are diamonds. There are two different triangle shapes. There you go. There's planks that we can make. Planks are so popular today. So you have a lot of options. I guess the next question is, where would you put woven vinyl in a space?
Well, you can put it pretty much anywhere.
That's for sure true.
Yeah, so you mentioned gyms already. Obviously, office spaces, it gives you that really, what I like about it is it gives you that kind of clean, flat, semi-monochromatic look that you would get with concrete. But, Mark had already mentioned the cleaning maintenance, which is quite reasonable. And you get the impact absorption and the sense of texture, almost like you would with a carpet. So if you like concrete, but you don't like the feeling when you're on your feet all day, then FITNICE fulfills that.
It is comfortable. It's also sound dampening, so you're going to get a quiet space. If you're using it in an office building,
Exactly.
it will dampen sound. A lot of spaces are getting bigger these days, more open, and sound dampening has become so important.
Yeah.
So you can use it in corporate space, you can use it in retail space, and you can use it in hospitality. It is an indoor and outdoor product. So you can take FITNICE woven vinyl, you can wrap it around a swimming pool, and then you can bring it right into a hotel through the corridor. And as most people know, because we've all been on vacations back before COVID, if we remember vacations, you go in the pool, you come into the hotel, and that corridor smells a little musky because people are coming in from the pool and they're dripping. And they're dripping lots of stuff, not just pool water. And eventually that hallway starts to get an odor.
Right.
So if you go back to that extraction machine and you put a little bleach in the water with the extraction machine, that bleach is going to kill bacteria. It's going to kill anything that could cause an odor, bacteria, fungus, anything. So you can clean these floors with a little bit of bleach, use them outdoors and indoors. If you want additional sound dampening, FITNICE does offer wall product as well. So you can see we have lots of different colors and patterns that can go on the walls. There are some brighter colors for your hospitality projects. There are more neutral products for your corporate or maybe retail projects. And very, very easy to clean. You can just wipe the walls down with a damp rag and that'll take care of most problems.
Yeah, and if you look at the quality, I mean, it's essentially like a wallpaper. So it's super light and thin, easy to apply as well.
So one of the things that FITNICE noticed was that there's so much LVT going into the market today.
Right.
A lot of your LVT is 5 millimeters thick, and a lot of your woven vinyl products are closer to 3 millimeters thick.
Yeah.
And that would leave a gap where the two floors join. So FITNICE has now come up with a product, a system we can use with all of the colors and designs called Silence. The Silence floors are, in fact, 5 millimeters thick, so that if you have a project where LVT is being used in the project, the LVT product will butt right up to the FITNICE product. You have the same pile height, you won't have any gaps, and you won't have to worry about any underlayments to bring those floors to each other. You won't have to ramp one side up to the other. It'll be a perfect fit. So our regular FITNICE products are close to 3 millimeters. And then we have the 5 millimeter Silence product, adds more sound dampening, but takes care of that issue of two adjoining floors, adjacent floors being the same pile height.
Right, and I know we've talked a lot about commercial, gym, office, but I know in Spain, FITNICE has been communicating to us that in residential spaces, they're doing a lot of installations as well.
Yeah, FITNICE is a good product all the way around. We should mention when we speak about gyms, if it's a gym with elliptical machines or treadmills, you can use FITNICE glued right to the floor. If you have a gym that's got more weights in the area, you can use an underlayment. Summit can provide underlayments so you can put beneath the FITNICE product that are firm and won't flex in too much and will help that if somebody does drop a weight, they won't damage the subfloor beneath.
Right.
So whether you have a hardcore gym or you have a softer gym with just some aerobic type machine, FITNICE can still be used.
Exactly, yep.
We do recommend tiles for gyms. If somebody does drag a piece of equipment or damages a tile somehow, maybe they drag a piece of equipment with a broken foot, something gets scratched, you can just replace a tile without having to remove machines or weight stacks.
Right.
So tiles are best served for gym purposes.
Well, and also because, a lot of gyms, they want to be expressive. They want to brand themselves differently. So, you can do different patterns and tiles and shapes, like we said, with FITNICE, things that you don't typically see with gym flooring, even in rolls or square cut tiles. So you can get really creative with your space and create something that's unique. That seems to be a trend with a lot of boutique gyms these days as well.
Yep, and let's say, talking about rolls and tiles, let's say you have a corporate space and you have cubicles in it. Well, you can take the FITNICE tiles, put them under the cubicles, lift the cubicles, slide them under, replace flooring there, and then if you have open spaces, you can just roll out the rolls. So you can save a little money on the installation if you have open spaces and spaces with furniture by using tiles and rolls together.
That's the same idea as carpet.
Same idea as carpet and carpet tiles.
And we'll just mention this briefly. We have area rugs as well. This might be, just something for, I would say, medium traffic space. An outdoor area, pool area.
Well, they can definitely handle traffic. Pool areas would be one place. You might even have a hotel where you want a rug underneath each bed. Some hotels are moving from carpet to resilient flooring.
That's true, yeah.
You want a little area rug that sticks out from underneath the bed, you can put these in each hotel room.
But would you put this in an entranceway to a building? Is that the appropriate place for that, or?
You can put woven vinyl in an entryway, but you have to know if you're in an area that gets a lot of snow and there's salt removal for the snow, people are going to come in and drag salt into that entryway. And salt, when it dries, it's very difficult to get the salt out.
It's a white.
It'll look clean. When you clean it and it's still wet, it looks like the salt's out, and then eventually the floor dries and you get this white, cloudy floor. So that extraction machine will clean the area. You may have to use it more than once if you have say you're up in the Northeast near Buffalo, New York, and it snows a lot and there's a lot of salt removal. You might be using an extraction machine in the lobby too often. You might not be happy with that. So in an area where it snows a lot, woven vinyl may not be the best for the entryway, but there will be other spaces within the building where you want that sleek, minimalistic look, and it could be perfect for other areas.
Yeah, I mean, we specified it in elevator landing areas, in elevators. People ask often about that.
Yep, it can handle the traffic.
Exactly, yeah. And you may have noticed that we favor extraction machines. We've said probably about 5 times.
It's very
today,
important because
but it's important. Yeah,
that's really the biggest problem that people have when your clients are complaining about the floor. It's often, I can't get my floor clean, and that's why we stress it. It's a great floor if it's understood when it goes in. One other point about sound dampening and hospitality. If you put woven vinyl through the corridor of a hotel, there are no grout lines. You're not going to hear click, click, click every time somebody drags a suitcase down that corridor. So again, sound dampening has become such an important thing these days. I guess what we really want you to know is that woven vinyl does not have the problems that some people think they're going to have from using products that came around before FITNICE was in this market. Before FITNICE was here, there were a lot of products that frayed. There were also products that indented, because if you put your sound dampening on the back of the product, your foam vinyl, if that's too soft and someone moves a chair, you're going to get indentation in the face of the product. So FITNICE has a product that has the right amount of sound dampening that will not allow the face to indent for indoor and outdoor use, for gyms, for hospitality, for retail, for corporate, for residential, by way of shapes, by way of rolls, by way of area rugs. It's all right here in a quality product. And I think that's the main thing we would like you to walk away with today, that there is quality woven vinyl that can be maintained and look good for many, many years. Again, as long as the product is understood. People are used to working with very smooth textured floors that they just mop. This is a little different, but with different comes creativity, comes color, comes texture, and comes what we're all looking for, unique design.
Exactly. Anything that you find on Summit's website, it usually falls in that unique category. And that's kind of our MO. That's what Summit has always been out to do, to bring something unique to the US market. So we invite you to check out the website. If there's anything that you like, samples you like, please email us at info@summit-flooring.com.
Or give us a call at 800-496-3566. Samples are always available. Expertise help is available. If you want to talk about your projects, we're here to do that. We appreciate your business. We look forward to everyone tuning in next week for another episode of Summit Live, each Tuesday at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 11 o'clock Pacific Time. You'll see me and or Alan and or our owner David Newmark, sometimes even Rocco the dog. So please tune back in, check us out. We're here for you, and thank you very much for watching Summit Live.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. Be well.